lose a little bit of that offensive pressure just to be able to get that barrier orb in place. But beyond that, you kind of feel like defensively, they don't really lose nor gain anything. It's just a different setup as far as how you want to interact with Steel and kind of Hiko behind him or, you know, next to him, depending on how they want to set up their defensive bomb sites.
I don't think I've seen 100 Thieves play Breeze before. Because I don't think I've ever seen Hiko on Viper.
You know, watching flanks or, you know, having some type of anchoring capability defensively. So I could see why Steel would want to go for something that he's just comfortable with. Maybe he wasn't liking playing Sky. Maybe they're wanting Ethan to be that more full-time Sky for the team to kind of get him that fluency across the map pool when they want to use that agent.
I prefer purchasing the game versus free-to-play. It depends. I think it really just depends. Like, you can get a quality game that's free-to-play. Valorant's free-to-play, and it's quality as fuck, right? Insane.
Reyna, it's already over. Mark my words right now.
Apex. Fortnite.
Again,
these games are all free and they're amazing.
Curiosity will always be how much value can Corey get out of Yoru on this map because it's such a off-meta pick, so to speak. So that's obviously going to be a fun factor to watch. But yeah, outside of that, again, I think we come into this, you know, very shrouded. Like we don't really know what to expect.
Right. And again, like just because we mentioned it from before, I think it is important to establish that the sample size, at least in this stage, has been 3. And a lot of those, when it comes down to watching these teams play on Breeze, has been in the open qualifier stage where
Warzone's free, right?
They played it up against Lazarus was the most notable play.
I don't know.
They played up against
I don't want to use Warzone in amazing, but Warzone's good.
So I don't know. It's
a good option out there.
Even what we knew from before, you kind of take, all right, you know, a kind of very at a glance look as far as what is successful versus what is not, because you know there is still a lot of figuring out going on, and that's one of those things that I think why we look at Yoru with this kind of you love it or you hate it. It's this kind of pre-notion cognitions about what you feel about the agent at large, and I don't know, maybe Corey can turn some heads here.
Yeah, I mean, I think the other thing you have to think about here is this is like one of the small details that often doesn't really get talked about because I guess it's like lesser important on, you know, the totem pole of things that you have to get through with Yoru is that his flashes are actually pretty darn effective, right? Like they're easier and more effective to use in my opinion.
I think the best route is doing both. Having a game that's cheap, you know, not having a $60 game and then pumping it with microtransactions. I think it's good to have like a $20 to $30 game and then having some microtransactions. Not a lot, just some optional little things there. That's what I would do. I'd do both.
This map is so large, I think that he can get a lot.
Especially if it's a live service game.
Especially with some of the angles that you can actually find cover on when you get onto a site. So those are definitely things to keep in mind. Flash comes through early.
What did I tell you? What did I tell you?
What?
I said Asuna on Reyna, this map is already over before this game started.
Not over.
GG. It's over.
Not over.
Bet. How much you want to bet?
They got Yoru.
How much you want to bet? There it is. 3-piece.
Corey was spotted out. Asuna with 3. Might just ace.
Oh, 4. What was that, Mike? Were you saying something?
So Asuna now
Stop.
2 away from an Empress in round 1.
Nick! What the hell, man? He could have had his ult. He could have gotten the kill and gotten the bomb.
Oh, don't worry. He's going to get at least 3 next round.
That was kind of scummy, Nitro. Let your boy get an ace. You know? You'd have been right there for an ult immediately.
Would have been.
Much.
Yeah.
Hey, Shroud, do you have any board game suggestions for a birthday gift?
Or you love to see it.
Well, it depends. I don't know the person that's getting the gift. Some people might like.
This is so over.
Some people might like party games. Some people might like strategy games. Some people might like cooperative games. Some people might like a PvP game. I don't know this person.
Between Rise and Sentinels, Rise, who did not have the Sova, had trouble taking the build map. That much, well, has not been a concern yet for 100 Thieves, but definitely a question that could linger depending on how FaZe decide they want to play some of these offensive rounds early.
Yep, triple a Marshall purchase here for FaZe. A lot of long angles on this map, so it is one of those eco-type purchases that can sometimes be fruitful just because of how many long sight lines you might get to capitalize on.
That's my fear for Battlefield. They'll sell it for $70 and still want to do microtransactions. Oh, of course, but that's just because Battlefield's such a.
I love it.
Everyone knows Battlefield. Everyone wants to buy Battlefield. They can get away with selling it for $60 to $70.
It has this early Vandal. This is
either you buy it or you don't. But there's a chance it's on. Well, I was gonna say maybe it's on Game Pass, but I don't know. Maybe not.
But it's Ethan over through elbow. FaZe not expecting it nor watching it at all. Really finds 2, and that's going to be largely just the round right there.
Yeah, you get a little bit concerned because, you know, you're 1-0.
What shoes do you own? A lot of them.
Out on an island in front of pillars. Is that going to give FaZe a little bit of breathing room, but they're able to handle it. Now the strip wire is going to not really allow Baby J to...
Thinking about it.
He's like, can I sneak behind? No, you're not. You're not flanking, bud. Like, you're not going to make it. Unfortunate. Big sad. That's a great trap wire to have, by the way, because we definitely...
Dust, don't you call people bud, all right? I don't like
I
that.
know.
I don't like that.
I don't like it.
You don't fucking know them, okay?
Here comes Asuna. No.
You don't call anybody bud. Nobody.
That's a rifle pick.
Bud is like demeaning.
It is.
like,
it is.
It feels like you're trying to talk down to someone.
It does. Yeah.
And keep them underneath you.
Yeah.
Spycam will scout this all out.
That's exactly what it feels like.
To make sure, and then steal long range clean for the second. To be honest, and 100 Thieves will take the second round.
They will. Bonus comes up clean, and they keep the Vandal in play, which is huge because now that gives them that little bit more leverage on their bonus round that you wouldn't otherwise have. It gives you a little bit more equal footing firepower.
You got any Jordans? No, I don't like Jordans.
So that is kind of a nice luxury.
Not my shoe.
Ethan actually.
Not my shoe. Not my shoe.
Yeah.
Not my shoe.
But plenty of utility, of course.
I got a lot of NMDs. A lot of them.
Alarm bot to keep the flank safe. What's the call here? Is it early aggression maybe in the cards? I mean, look at the setup though. Defensively, Steel has a nice little corner picked out for him. And again, you still have Ethan that can throw his utility over. Yeah, he just has the Sheriff, but the Trailblazer and Guiding Light.
Do you have more shoes than Hannah though? Yeah, I think so.
From Baby Bay. That should lead to a plant. Corey,
I have like 30 pairs or something.
Angles, Ethan was tagged up. Power of the Sova coming into play in a 5v3 post plant setup for FaZe.
Yeah, pretty just quick, bursty type of attack there from FaZe. Kind of something that's very characteristic.
Got some ninja shoes? I do, actually. He gave it to me.
Tight choke point, just into that
I've never worn them, but I have them.
Also attack from the tunnel side, but they put that
Will you be playing Naraka Blade Point? Probably not tonight.
Pretty clean entry onto him, and that just kind of opens the floodgates. Hold the phone because 100 Thieves are making this really scary.
Nitro's found a free angle. He's
ooh, Nick's got the double smoke.
Through the middle or from behind. So now all of a sudden it's a 3v2 the opposite way. Shots from Eco are really good. Baby Bay fighting
30, damn, I'm pushing 200 pairs myself. Yeah, I don't think I'll ever own 200 pairs of shoes, but you know, 30 to 50. All right, that's a fair number, sure.
They're only going to survive with one. That's a very tough round.
200, I don't think I'll ever have 200 pairs of shoes. I really don't.
If they wipe FaZe this round, their economy is going to be in tatters because they're having to rebuy so much. And so that, for the long term, for 100 Thieves could come up really big for them.
Man. Yeah, the utility being spent here was just so good for FaZe. It's a different story, though. If even Steel finds one, realistically speaking, I mean, he puts himself in a corner where he's going to be forced to battle.
NMDs are a godsend if you walk a lot.
But the cyber cage did not provide
enough
to get away. Fake out coming through with the owl drone. That will actually keep
my most comfortable shoe
still finds a chance
is actually a pair of Yeezys. I have not been able to find a more comfortable shoe. Not even NMDs. NMDs are comfy, but not as comfortable as this certain pair that I own. Other Yeezys are pretty uncomfortable, but this pair that I have. Ooh.
Spotting another player over towards mid doors over this railing.
I'm telling you, there's no more. There's no. Oh my god. Oh my god. There's no other shoe that's more comfy.
Oh no. Baby J in a tough spot now, 1v2.
This would have to be a full ace for Baby J to secure the round. He knows the Asuna in the back. No information on where Ethan is positioned. Asuna just kind of tapping away. There's Ethan for one, and Asuna denies the ace in what looked to be a really good setup initially. I mean, yeah, Nitro finds the first blood, but the trades were looking good for FaZe to get onto site up until the capitalization came through from behind, and just beyond that, just the kill from underneath.
I don't really like the.
Yeah, and it's also
I don't really like the new freaking. All the new Yeezys, they look just. Dude, somebody called it Pirate Blacks. How do you know I have those shoes? Huh? How do you know? No, that yeah. That's the most comfortable shoe I've ever worn.
Definitely was very good at it, especially defensively. And
The 350 Pirate Blacks.
Timing, stuff like that. Not necessarily like the flashiest.
I think that's what it's called, right?
The op, but he was just really smart in how he managed the weapon. And so seeing him that round, do what he could defensively on the A side, definitely a map that requires some defensive opting. I feel like that it's so long.
I love how Steel just uses this big boy gun.
Yep, it's a cool skin actually.
Everyone who likes Yeezys have those. Yeah, I guess they're just so comfortable. I know they're so comfortable. They're insane. They're so comfy. I want to get another pair because I feel like I've worn this pair so much that I want another one. I'm gonna ruin this pair.
He's got a peek because he's gonna lose that Empress. Get you one right here, Suna. Bop.
Oh my god! Oh my god! He's going for more. He's doing it again. Okay, could have at least reloaded.
He should have won that. He just got tappy. He should have sprayed like he was.
Yeah, that's what I mean. Reload, keep spraying.
Knows exactly what's to come here. Poison orb will deny. Snake bite will delay. And all of a sudden, the defense still with good position mid-map. Ethan, a little dicey, but is able to at least tag down. Baby J to critical HP. Steel makes good onto Corey. Also onto Baby J for his double. Zach, the last player left alive, and Ethan will find this kill. No problem, no contest. 100.
A brand new pair of Pirate Blacks is running 1,000 to 1,200 right now, depending on the size. Yeah, I bought my shoes a while ago, so I definitely didn't buy it for 1,000. But honestly, I wear them so much that I would tell you that they are not worth that much. I wear them all the time.
Now up 4-1. We are going to see the buyback here from FaZe. They're fully equipped. They have lockdown. They have Corey's ult as well. So they definitely have.
I think I'm just going to watch this map, by the way, Mike, and then pop off for a few hours.
You're gonna watch Sen?
No, just this map. I'll watch you watch Sen. I just don't want to. I'm tired. I'll go in bed and watch you on the laptop. I don't want to sit at my desk.
Ooh, this is ballsy, and I love it.
I'm getting drowsy.
A 1v1 with Corey to start. And actually, Corey's going to back out with a gate crash. That was a lot spent to never actually fully take the A site, but Raucus able to tilt the advantage even further in favor of FaZe as he finds one more, and now it's a 4v2.
I mean, they basically took the site. Yeah, they didn't quite take it, but they pushed the defense back so heavily and rolled their numbers down so much that it was almost as valuable as taking the site and getting this takedown. And they are going to have, Baby Bay now also pushed up top middle, potentially backstabbing defending spawns. I mean, this one's wrapped up for them. They just handled that A-Hall situation so well early on. I mean, Baby J trading 2 for 1, that was so big. And then obviously just getting that space with the lockdown and with the dimensional drift. And now they're going to cash in.
Deal on the other side of the map. I would have to imagine probably will consider just playing for either an exit at best or what would be most likely just a
come back
save. So FaZe able to strike. I mean, it does cost.
Dude, chat, it rained yesterday. It rained yesterday.
Drift.
Were you awake for the rain yesterday? For about 10 minutes max?
For next round, but
so do you remember when you lived in this house, the little drip sound outside the window when it rained?
A little bit of update on what's going on around the scene.
No.
Okay, so it's happened for a long time, but you can hear it from the master. It makes a drip sound if there's been rain recently, like water coming down, like top right of the room. And yeah, that's the only reason I knew it rained, because I haven't been outside or anything. But I didn't hear it. I just heard the drip.
Got it.
That's my whole story.
It was literally, we were watching Jessica Jones, and then I saw like a flash of light. I paused it, and then I heard the rumble, and I was like, "Oh shit, it's happening!" And then like a couple minutes later, it just started pouring. We went outside because we just had to see it, because it never fucking rains here. We went outside and we're like, "We gotta see this shit in the flesh," and it was pouring for like 10 minutes, and then it stopped, and then that was it.
Interesting.
Winning it very well could have meant win conditions.
Is this a teaser?
I sure hope so.
And then Hannah asked, "Do you think it did anything? The 10 minutes of rain?" I was like, probably not.
Not enough.
I don't think it's enough.
We need hours.
You need a lot more than 10 minutes of pouring rain.
Poison cloud and also the snake bite coming in.
What do you think of Jessica Jones? We finished season 1. It's good. I was super surprised. I did not expect that. I did not expect that show to be that way. And I think they did a very good job with it. Season 1 was very, very good. It wasn't like, I don't know. Its villain was incredible, and the way
fight.
How like
Seal's so deep.
how fucking gruesome it was. Crazy. Season 1 seemed very, very good. I don't see season 2 or 3 being
What is
better.
he looking at? Baby J, hello?
Baby Bay, nowhere to go but down.
Buddy.
And man, it just looked like one of those things. You use the Hunter's Fury, you push back a couple to be defenders. I think, like you mentioned, you would expect from 100 Thieves for you would be the hits coming, but
But yeah, the villain in season 1, it's very unique. It's a very unique villain, a very unique format, and how it worked, and how the whole season was cool. It got a little old though. I felt like its runtime was a little long. The back and forth dynamic just got a little old.
100 Thieves 2-0? 100 Thieves 2-0?
There is no season 3? Wait. You're capping.
Settle in the corner. So I think Hiko's a big part of that. Just the stalling tactics he had to force FaZe to feel like they needed to divert back. And
You're capping.
Perfect position to collect.
Here's the season 3.
That was huge there. Now they have a double stack on the double stack. And that could be interesting.
Aldrone will see Nitro, but like you mentioned, Steel will be concealed throughout this. Does actually get flushed out by a snake bite off screen and kind of the other side of the map. Saw the tail end of the gunfight between Ethan and Corey. And this Viper's Pit getting committed to, but again, not a lot gained from it as of yet. Also just going to slip around the back. This could actually cut FaZe's offense into 2. And actually, it's going to
I told you.
You called it.
I did call it. This is the Reyna. This is the Reyna.
And oh my, Asuna single-handedly once again destroys the entire setup for FaZe. And Nitro's final kill puts now 100 Thieves up 4.
Yeah, FaZe is hoping that Viper's Pit is going to be a bridge to the site. Shroud to hide.
Yes, there is season 3. Okay, I thought so. I thought there was a season 3.
I'm gonna come in here and bust it up. Obviously, still putting the pressure through with a bunch of spam as well, making it hard for FaZe to feel safe, traversing in to that A area. And so that's the 100 Thieves now up 6-2. It's back to a low buy for FaZe. They are running out of time. In this series. Again, loser doesn't go home. They're still in the lower bracket. There's one spot up for grabs through that direction. But yeah, the win here is so big because now you're one best of 3 away from Berlin if you take a victory here. And 100 Thieves are already a match to the good. And already a great opening in this one.
She's fucking marshals, dude. They all have marshals.
Yeah, this is that triple marshal setup that we
Yeah, it's a very, very heavy marshal map for sure.
So 3v3, but you still have marshals v operators, so you're going to have to hit more headshots if you're any of these final 3 FaZe players.
Yeah, it's going to be tough, that is for certain. They still haven't really made too much presence anywhere else in the map, though we are seeing Corey start to make some real good forward progress through the A halls, but the thing is, Nitro's waiting for this. He's sitting in defending spawn. He's kind of keeping an eye on a potential A hall push through. They still have a good defense on the side itself. So, I mean, 100 Thieves are fairly well prepared for this very scenario. It's going to come down to whether or not Corey can get this kill on Nitro. If he can, then all of a sudden things get interesting.
Oh, but Ethan, he's actually feeling a bit fortuitous. Wants to move forward through the cave. Sees the weapon of one. Also, the sentry turret reveals him. Maybe Jay. Huge pick here, and he finds it.
30 seconds left.
3v2.
I didn't even look like he was on,
I didn't even find that kill.
I don't know. It was just gifted to him.
Right in front of him. Steal for one. That's the spike carrier down. Spy cam will be spent. Rock is revealed by this. No chance for him to delete the dart from the body, and Nitro will walk away with the 3rd kill in the round. 7-2, 100 Thieves up big.
I mean, obviously, a kind of scary scenario because you feel like Ethan gets a little bit careless there inside cave, you know, not checking that secondary hallway and kind of getting blindsided. And all of a sudden, you're starting to worry for 100 Thieves because if Corey's also able to capitalize, then, I mean, Steel's done for. That's a round for FaZe all day long. Yep. But instead, Nitro makes a big rotating frag onto Corey, and then Steel able to hold it down. He can focus up on cave, able to deliver. And so 100 Thieves able to get their 7th.
Nice.
Good start.
To figure something out
Good
fast.
start.
100 Thieves is just smoking FaZe.
I mean,
rolling them up and smoking them.
Literally.
I mean, it makes sense.
So patient.
Yeah, I guess they're just dominant.
100 Thieves is a good team. So is FaZe, but like, FaZe is very explosive.
Yeah, they probably run on momentum heavily, FaZe.
The site has not been broken, and Asuna is on the deep flank. May not even be needed. Baby J stuck inside an elbow. Ethan good for 4. Oh boy. And that may be the 6th foot in the ground dug as 100 Thieves is up 8-2.
Zachary on 0 frags, bro. I hate to point out things like that. And then also Corey picking the O route. Again, a tricky
And that's going to make
attacking
some
agent.
dinner?
Only 2. Normally a star player for this team. Normally one of the best duelist, man, you know, skill for skill, pound for pound in the region. He's only got 2. So they're not getting a lot of value out of what is normally one of their best opening weapons, which is Corey as a duelist. Zachary struggling to find any impact on anything. And alongside just picking at individual stats, I think the other thing you have to really talk about here is that their attacks are so one-dimensional.
Yes.
You know, they're not able to have any mid-presence at any point in time in this game. And so all their attacks are being essentially funneled through A-Halls, Cave, or that initial B choke point. Well, with that, he goes doing his job to use his counter utility to stall out that initial choke point, buying time for rotation.
Was not expecting FaZe to get clapped.
The comfortability to be able to play elbow, play B tunnels.
100 Thieves is a good team, you know? Some fucking veterans, a lot of veterans on that team.
You have Nitro, who's, you know, being very crafty with his operator, repositioning it. You know, pretty much every round he's somewhere different, looking for picks, and he's finding them.
What's Hannah got on the menu for dinner? I don't know.
Was able to do defensively with the op on Haven, and they're just getting whittled down. Like FaZe are just way too one-tracked on this map. Like they need to, when they have these full rounds, they need to be able to get that mid control. They need to be able to coordinate better on some of these faster attacks without getting picked off on their way to the site.
And we really haven't seen any of Raucus's utility being sent mid-map. I mean, if you were just to take the compare and contrast between what we saw in the first series between Sentinels and Rise, where Sentinels were using a lot of their Sova utility mid-map, Raucus hasn't done that at all. And with the extra flash presence, 100 Thieves have been able to just walk in, see what's going on mid-map, and then rotate back away. Baby Bay aggressive. Gonna be denied. Ethan for another kill. And, well, I don't really know what to say from here. I mean, it's just, you have to force something in, and they're going to try to make a play over in towards B. Hiko's watching this. You also have a little bit of assistance from Steel.
What the heck was Ethan shooting at?
Sentry turret will make sure that gets in Hiko. There are players coming through.
I think he was shooting at the pillar because he didn't know where.
That's going to be a plan.
Yeah, pretty solid little kind of fake there over towards A side. Definitely kept players in place, allowed them to have Easter access to this B site.
Any luck with your ISP as of recently? Nope.
Good night. But that's a big shot from
Asuna, though.
Finally on the board. What a moment to do it.
Oh my god!
He dismisses away. Corey, though, in the dimensional drift, is buying a little bit of time, trying to find some space. 100 Thieves trying to play Where's Waldo. With
here we go, Yoru.
Now. Weapon back up into hand. Fake out also set through. Double from
That's hard. That's so hard to win. Jumper to non-jumper.
I mean, it's a tough one because FaZe didn't necessarily have the firepower to back up that attack, right? I mean, Zachary still, it's a pretty nutty shot. Though.
Did you watch What If yet? No. Not yet. I don't think that's a show I want to watch weekly, just because the episodes are so short, and 2, like, I don't know, it's kind of like this animated, like, spin-off type thing. I don't care too much. Like, whenever Hawkeye comes out, ooh, I'll be all over that.
Just bombarded right now, FaZe. This is the round they have to win.
But yeah, the What If series seems like more of a binge kind of watch. Like, let a couple episodes come out, watch a bunch in a row.
They need to be able to really solidify that A-Hall's control.
Oh, Nitro.
Doesn't feel like it's a need. Yo, Asuna is literally feeling himself.
I'm telling you, it's Reyna, man.
Reyna does give you some insane confidence.
Their power, because you can just fight and just later I'm immune. Just doesn't matter.
Still has mid. Oh, finally they got mid, bro.
Watch, here we go. 3K, ready? Never mind. Good night.
Playing aggressive, but Corey denies. Second blindside coming out. Nitro does get a bit of information that the hit is on the way. Steel still holding the site, finds one. Baby Bay playing a little bit further forward. Zach on the exact opposite angle. Finds another, and Nitro.
So close.
Nearly takes off the scalp of Baby Bay, but it's a 3v2 for FaZe as they plan.
Off the hair bun of Baby Bay, perhaps. Paranoia goes through, trying to stall Baby Bay from pushing any further. Baby Bay will just kind of stay in the doorway here. Nitro has to worry about a lot right now. Hiko comes in, only good for 1.
Oh shit! If he wins,
2 wall bangs.
If he wins the round because of that.
Rifle now gained. Rock is holding in between the 2 pyramids. Not at full HP, just 67 health. Nitro.
Oh boy.
2 dark covers to play with. Has to clear space.
Oh, almost.
There was a chance. for a moment.
Nearly there, but Raucus is able to salvage the first half 3-9. Oh man, Dust.
The Obi-Wan show is going to be sick. Oh, we'll see. We'll see.
Them at all, period. Only coming up with 3 in that first half. A dominant defensive display from 100 Thieves. They just look so good. Whether it was their mid-aggression, whether it was...
What was the half? 9-3?
Nitro's opping,
yep.
whether it was Hiko stalling tactics at B. I mean, they just ran the show on that half, that's for sure. But we'll take a quick break. When we come back, we'll see if 100 Thieves can take care of business in 2, or whether or not FaZe can muster a comeback. Stay tuned, folks. You don't want to miss it. Well,
God, he shakes so much when he sprays. It's insane.
He's cheating.
That's how you beat the random spray pattern? Yeah, just shake. It's not as random as people make it out to seem. It's just hard, that's all. The main key is to let yourself control rather than spray. That's the whole point. The whole point is make yourself control. Control your aim, control your brain. Will versus let the gun go burr, you know?
Welcome back. It has been a display of dominance throughout this entire series from 100 Thieves so far, but we swapped the sides here, Dust and FaZe. Well, we keep mentioning it. I hate that we have to keep mentioning it, but FaZe find themselves in a required pistol round that they need to win.
Yeah, gonna be tough. Again, double controller can be very oppressive. On a map like this, you can cover so much ground, especially if you double up those abilities one way. And on a pistol round, revealing area where you're kind of more prone to do those types of things, again, it can be a lot to deal with. We are seeing at least a quick push through elbow, though, from FaZe to have at least a faster flank towards A side.
you still play Classic WoW? Yeah. I'm geared as fuck.
So you gotta reconsider
I'm missing 2 pieces of gear to be full biz.
Hello.
Is that your dinner menu?
Able to find the first, but flashed out from finding anything beyond that. Austin taking over so much.
Let's see it.
Able to capitalize on an opportunity in front, but Nitro there watching the
We got
GG. Oh wait.
Balsamic.
Not yet.
Balsamic chicken. Special sauce house burgers. The Shroud sauce? Ooh.
Ain't over yet.
Chicken over garlic parmesan spaghetti. That sounds a lot. I want these. The special. What?
There's no bullets.
You know that I want this?
Don't touch the fire.
You knew what I.
One mag left.
Red alert.
The special sauce house burger sounds the best.
The timing from behind. They do be considerate of this, but misses the timing.
All right, well that's it.
The burger. That sounds great.
A little bit of discipline being shown
Thank
there.
you.
Love to see it. I was a bit concerned. for
Balls
him,
on
I thought
mic.
he was going to be in turbulent waters that forward with no real escape strategy, but then Ethan showed up with the guiding light.
Sorry.
Nitro
Hannah was asking what I want for dinner.
That's the round right there.
Gotcha.
Yeah, it really is. And it's just, I mean, again, like, I don't know, in my mind, and I might be a little bit off the thread here, but, you know, watching Sentinels play Rise and now watching 100 Thieves play FaZe, they're playing with a different level of confidence than their opponents are on this map.
So if 3 Marshals...
This is over, huh?
Baby,
How about
Yeah.
5?
we're in the Old West. Get your cowboy hats and your...
Yep.
Is there something to be said about not shooting the sheriff, but...
How do you have a menu for dinner at home? I mean, I live in
I don't know.
a restaurant, dude.
There's no deputy in this game, unfortunately.
Downtown LA, baby.
Unfortunately. Missed opportunity, honestly.
Spike planted.
Spike will be planted. And, well, for FaZe, I don't know how you retake a site.
The Marshals, yeah, it's going to be
I
interesting.
I just game in a
It's gonna be
restaurant.
Very interesting. But they're darn sure going to try.
Maybe.
Send it.
Dude, I found out today that I can't vote for even in the state. I thought I could maybe, like, I knew I couldn't vote, like, you know, for presidents and stuff, but I thought I could at least vote governors and stuff, but I can't even do that. I can't do shit. I just sit here. Oh my god, dude.
I told you he was the difference maker. I told you. I mean, like,
Incredible gamer.
It's just.
Yeah, I mean, FaZe is kind of fighting a war of the past at the firing line with muskets, and 100 Thieves taking full advantage of modern.
It's Reyna. It's Reyna powers. Like, Asuna and Tens should be on Reyna every time they play the game. I'm not even kidding.
Now for 100T.
They just should be.
Dude, it's just like, there's something about watching Asuna that is, I don't mean to sound biased, but it's just special compared to everybody else because,
No,
like,
you're
he plays
biased.
on
Everyone hate on
what
him on
looks-
Reddit now. I want to
Please,
see
yes.
tweets.
Were you gonna vote no for the
Not
recall?
the best though. Definitely want to follow.
If I
me.
could, but I can't, so doesn't matter.
Shift, you know, each their own.
He plays with such a high sensitivity, these little micro corrections. Even when you slow it down, it doesn't look like it's slowed down.
I've got your trail.
Wow. That was a lot of dinks.
Yeah.
Big play there.
Dinks to the wall, double
Spike down,
dinks.
Gets the main advantage and gets control of K position.
But Asuna has gained the A site and has an Empress to play with if he wants to.
Just pop the Empress, win the fucking game.
They're still in it.
I mean, you can have as many kills as you
Wait,
want.
has he used it? There you go.
No way,
Game's over.
dude. Look at how good the right click is, man. He full sprayed him from that far away.
Now it becomes very doable. Spike has been collected, 55 seconds on the clock, and it will be planted.
It's
Zach,
all-
gonna get
it's
aggressive.
over.
Ethan has read this. I can like to come through, able to get the flash, not able to find the angle. Maybe here as well.
Oh, get the full heal.
No way.
Come on, man. Why are you swinging, bro? Just give it a sec. Let him fucking think.
Face stay alive.
He was feeling his damn self.
Only barely.
He could have even waited a little bit more for his heal too. Let
No,
him,
he
let
was
him,
feeling himself.
let him fucking breathe.
Get themselves a 4th round. Again, very costly though.
I mean, he also tried to spray at a headshot angle, so
Daggers available for Baby Bay.
that didn't help too.
In a lockdown, so they
I'm
do
sure
have
that's
a couple
bangable
things
as well,
to
right?
help
Isn't
them
that
out in
bangable? The
regard,
fucking
but
pipes right there.
Yeah.
Got your trail.
Still
I've got your
sitting
trail.
pretty with the lead.
Yeah.
On that advantage, and that's a tough loss. Sure, you just got caught on a little bit of a timing, but I mean, you know, to be fair, props for the intuition.
Oh, he was at the metal part of it, so no.
Not bangable.
Because they were starting to really lose any hope in this series, but now maybe
Hope.
something has been sparked. But full buy is back for 100 Thieves. No ult, but still plenty of utility.
Yeah.
Another maybe early A-Hawk battle in play here.
Blades for Baby Bait.
Oh, Jesus.
Once again, just take
What the heck? This is such a... Oh my god.
He's nasty.
Such a slimy game.
That works, sir.
Feels like it should be closer with the way these boys are shooting.
Yeah.
I need you to dress up as Leonardo DiCaprio's character from Django Unchained now for Halloween.
No.
All right, well, I tried.
That's a hard no. Nothing good would come of that.
You had my curiosity, sir.
Good line, but
It's a great
not
line.
a good costume to wear. Anyway, as we get on to this, we'll have FaZe going up to 5.
Maybe.
Maybe.
Should. In
Yes.
45 seconds to play, the Spike has to clear so much space no matter which site you want to go to.
Toxins going up.
They got the boomers of 100 Thieves still left on the server. They can do
Tech
here.
W.
I mean,
30 seconds
very
left.
good boomers, I would say.
For sure.
They're
Zap.
the best. Uh-oh.
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 22 seconds on the clock.
They don't have time to go B, though.
One enemy
Rocket
remaining.
for one.
Last player
Not gonna get the
standing.
second. Eco. It's only 1 HP essential for AJ. One bullet will do the trick.
Huh?
15 seconds on the clock.
Didn't have time.
Eco?
Has to commit. Has
10
to commit
seconds
here.
left.
Baby J is holding the site. Damage from the sentry, and Baby J does just barely peak in time for 4 in the round.
The thing was with Hiko, his HP was at a point where he didn't want to have to keep contesting that turret. 'Cause obviously,
Yeah.
it's his location away, but he's also taking a lot of damage. It's just an easy frag for Baby J to clean up at that point. So I feel like if they would have bit the bullet and went B the first time around when they got into the 2-on-2, maybe they would have had time to make it. Well, when Hiko's in the 1v2, there's just no chance. There's not enough time to pass. Baby J just continuing to do big things in this cave area. That's 2 rounds now. He's basically single-handedly captured for his team to keep them afloat here. And now it's 100 Thieves onto a low buy. So this is a chance for FaZe to start building up a little bit of something here, making this a
I think he might have had time for B. No, if he made the decision 5 seconds ago, yeah. But he had 13 seconds when he started running.
Nice, Baby Bait.
That is a much longer run.
Tries to avoid the flash, but has to give up the angle, and here comes the attack from 100 Thieves. Through the poison cloud they go. Snake fight, also flushing out 1. And Zach doesn't actually finish the kill. Ethan able to find 1, now dismissing 4.
That's like a 15-second run in itself.
Thieves on what is essentially
Maybe a little less,
nothing
but
purchased.
12 maybe?
5v3 with a plant.
Yeah, let's see how the rest of it plays
10.
out. Regrowth coming from Ethan to help reinforce his teammates here. They already have an advantage
dang it.
on this.
Is this going to be a grinder, or you think 100 Thieves going to close this out real quick?
They're gonna close it out in the next couple rounds.
Got it.
FaZe is just trying their tits off, which makes sense. Their life is in the balance here.
Trying to clear a little bit of space as he moves over towards the corner. On that flank, though, would be Nitro.
Ooh, they lost their op. Oh,
But Nitro needs to hurry.
it's not. He's not.
Nope.
Denied by the toxic screen. Kills are good from FaZe.
Wait.
Nitro,
Oh, he got seen. He did.
He
both
digged.
of them.
Yeah.
Holy shit, dude.
that could have been dirty. But Rockets will secure the defuse. And hold on a second. We've got ourselves a 6-11, and FaZe Clan could be right back.
Soon I had that op
I will
and
say
didn't do
this
anything with it.
right now. Even though 100 Thieves lost that round, you, if you're a student of strategy, should go watch that round because the layering of utility from 100 Thieves there was probably one of the best I've seen for executing the B side of this map. The way that they layered the Guiding Light with the Leer, just basically make it impossible for Baby J to feel comfortable continuing to hold an angle and get a pick and fall off. The way that they lined up snake bites, obviously the smoke placement was key as well. I mean, that was just such a great secrets of utility, and they almost pulled it off because of it.
With no
Jeez.
weapons. I mean,
Yeah, exactly. That's how good
Oh
it is.
my god.
Oh my goodness.
dimensional drip.
Oof, Baby J's crisp right now. That's
Yeah.
all I gotta say.
Yeah, he's-
crisp.
he's on.
His place, bro.
The
That's
gear.
his
Yeah.
zone.
Yep.
Stay away from
He's on the gear. Dan M.
Lear comes out, guiding light again.
You're so blind with those flashes. It's not balanced.
He's flashed to oblivion.
Neural Depth out as well to give extra intel to 100 Thieves to make these final decisions as they will get the spike down with a 4-on-3, and they know that the defense is really still far out. That's the thing about this map, so large, when you have to make these later rotations, don't have a whole lot of time to work it out.
The lockdown that could be used for the retake isn't even going to fully encompass the entirety of the
Exactly.
zone. So I mean,
well,
this
it
is
could, but then you put it in a dangerous position to do so.
yeah.
Blinded.
There it goes. Comes out. Oh, it actually gets destroyed. Nice paranoia from Nitro, and That will allow them a chance to peek. Baby J nowhere to
There it
go.
is. OT, or not OT, match point, I mean.
OT.
Fucking hell, fucking hell, fucking hell.
Put themselves onto match point up 12-6.
Yeah, and
Do you
that's
think you could get a robotic finger?
Yeah.
You know,
Like if you let's say you lose your finger in a boat accident, and could you get a, you know how if you cut your arm off or lost your arm, you can get like a prosthetic? Do you think you can get a prosthetic finger? Or is that too difficult to do in itself?
Race towards the finish line. We'll have a Viper's Pit available.
Like a whole finger? Probably not.
Like a whole finger, like
No.
an actual functioning finger.
I mean, I don't know. Maybe.
I'm being told that they exist already.
I wouldn't be surprised. We got some crazy shit.
Deny the front door to beat.
Yes.
Doesn't seem to be really deterring 100 Thieves too much, though. They still have 4 members that are stacked over this direction.
I was speaking about this guy's experience. He literally said he lost his middle finger in a boating accident, and then I brought this up exactly with the boating accident. And he said, link me to it, I'll buy it. So someone link it. This guy's trying to replace his lost finger.
Create a little bit of pressure, try to force some respect out of FaZe defensively all across the map.
God, a boating accident.
They also have to be concerned about Baby J.
Just gets sliced right off.
Position. Hiko will throw a wall down on A side to kind of threaten that while they look to take middle.
Dude, I get uncomfortable when rings get stuck on my finger. I can't imagine losing my actual finger like to slicing. Oh god. GG!
GG! 100 Thieves going to play against.
Wait. We spoke too soon. You can't lose, huh? You just can't lose.
The question mark is, do you still recognize that?
Hiko 1v3?
And yes, they do.
Yeah.
So
no time.
Zach, and now it's just on to Hiko.
Just randomly sprayed through the smoke, Heeks. Hit him.
Such a big play inside that Viper.
Oh, did he make a step? I think he did.
Keep his team afloat. Hiko trying to sneak in, still making it happen, but a little time left. And those fight positions is going to be a tough call.
That's right.
J still playing with the defending squad, able to clean him out in such a 7th round. For FaZe, they're starting to slowly but surely create their presence here on the server. The thing is, I know this is going to sound really pessimistic.
What?
But the way that
I'm being told that prosthetic fingers prices can range from 5,000 to 70,000.
Right, like that eco push on B. You know, they almost.
What a huge gap for a finger.
Yes, FaZe are absorbing this pressure and they're staying alive, but you wonder, like, you know, surely they break at some point.
I wonder if that means in our future, like prosthetics like that, as the tech gets better, like I wonder if that means they get cheaper, or do they always keep going up in price?
Yes.
Depends on what they're made out of, I guess, right? Materials cost a lot of that too, and then the technology, the labor.
Labor.
Seriously, I don't know how they're made, but I doubt they're made by robots. You know, maybe they are. I don't know. This is an I don't know situation.
It's a different story all of a sudden.
Yeah, for sure.
You're telling me I have another question. So if they could do a finger, can they do a penis?
Baby J is gonna have to respond to whatever comes.
Why not, right?
Lear goes through Trailblazer as well. Here comes 100 Thieves.
I mean, maybe they can.
To try to counter.
You just probably have to fill her up. You know what I mean? If you're gonna use it.
Not gonna really connect with too much though. Viper's Pit also gonna be spent. Baby J moving on forward, denies the Empress. Spike does get planted though. It's all about what happens in the 4v4.
Yeah, that was a big shutdown, but like you said, there's still
Ooh. It's not over yet. Baby J, dude, he can't miss.
Puts himself inside the cyber cage. Players all over the
He's
site.
snapping.
In fact, and Zachary from the high ground will find the kill. So now all of a sudden, cooking with a bit of gas is FaZe. 8-12 will be the tally, and they've successfully taken care of the Empress.
Off the site by triple box and get in and get a plant. Use Viper's Pit to reinforce. They had a 4-4 post plant. You feel like Asuna is able to complete his ult there and actually get that kill, then things could be different. But on the flip side, this is the confident win from FaZe that you've been wanting to see throughout this half to really give you faith that they're going full steam ahead and actually challenging that finish line. You know, to come in like that, to win with 3 players still standing at the end of it, being so efficient on how they traded back into the site, even through a Viper's Pit, and now they force 100 Thieves onto a save. That's big news for them. That's a big win.
Do this cleanly, not only are you on 9, but your bank accounts are going to be looking mighty fine.
Yes.
Which could be absolutely pivotal when it comes to trying to stretch through these backgrounds to force an overtime. Lots of pressure established by 100Ds, but it's read by the recon. Wait, Corey does
That's unlucky.
Oh my god.
Tap, tap, tap.
Pretty much.
Holy.
At least they're able to get access to A through mid door, using the cage to cross into site. Maybe just trying to sneak a plant in here.
Jesus.
Hope for. They're actually doing a little bit of damage here.
Rock ass losing to a Glock.
Strikes once more.
Corey's owning.
That's gonna be it.
Dude, we might be going to OT.
Flawless stuff coming out, Corey.
The double op setup? How do you beat it?
Earned himself a dimensional drift. Really curious. I know that a lot of eyes are obviously focused on what the Euro brings to the table.
I got a piece so fucking bad. I want them to close it.
Get to really see kind of what he wants to do with this agent on the defense outside of throwing out a couple of fake outs and blindsides here or there, but now maybe a chance to see what he wants to do with this dimensional drift and what again will be a very big round.
Yeah, lockdown also going to be available, but again, it's just tougher to get that in a good location to clear out an entire site for retake. So you have to be a little bit more crafty with it. Maybe even use it earlier round like he did to get game earlier. And this time
I can't believe he's still doing that.
Dimensional drift being used to flank
Okay, dude.
Oh, no. Gets caught. A little greedy.
Well,
for the
GG.
Gets pulled out of the channel, the ult, and right.
I actually can't believe Baby J's still doing that shit. What is that?
Know, right?
Thank you for waiting, Baby Bay.
The angle finds one in response, but also gets the trade. It's all down to Zach and Raucus, and watch the late load from Steel. The attacking Cypher.
All right, GG now.
Raucus has been affected. Steel right behind. And well, this would be a 1v4 from the Aegis, but
dude, I can't. That actually hurts me seeing that Baby J's just doing that over and over and over again.